Hi everyone, and welcome inside Mountain America Stadium for the Sun Devil Source 2-minute drill. I'm Gabby Chernoff, he's Chris Cartman, and we're here following Kenny Dillingham's weekly Monday press conference. He mentioned that before his press conference in the team meeting this morning, two-time MVP Steve Nash came and talked to the team. It was a really good lesson for them in humility, given that they've gone 5-1, exceeded expectations from pretty much anyone's standards up to this point, but compared to what Nash has accomplished, it really makes that seem small. So what does that do for this ASU team?
Yeah, that's humbling, right? You've really accomplished nothing when Steve Nash walks in the door. The reality is that was probably fortuitous that it was scheduled before they beat Utah, but nevertheless, it's a great message in needing to continue those habits every single day that enabled that 5-1 start into the second half of the schedule.
And as they look to go 6-1 this upcoming weekend at Cincinnati, that kickoff is 9 a.m. Arizona Standard Time, which is a 12 p.m. kickoff over on the East Coast. So they've bumped up a lot of their team meeting and practice times to as early as 6 in the morning. So a few adjustments and challenges that this weekend presents for sure. So what does that look like for ASU right now?
Well, yeah, Dillingham talked about the poor records that teams have traveling 3 time zones, something ASU's never had to deal with in conference games. So they're waking up earlier. He said he's waking up at 4 a.m. instead of 5 a.m., meetings at 6:15, practice at 8 a.m. instead of 9 a.m. on Tuesday. They're traveling on Thursday a day earlier than a lot of teams travel. So they're trying to prepare in advance for the adjustment. That's smart. They already practice before 9 a.m. every single day, so it shouldn't be too different when also factoring this in.
And then speaking of challenges and the hurdles that this weekend presents, Kenny Dillingham said that all the guys who are out against Utah are in fact going to be out against Cincinnati again this weekend. So how does that present another challenge, and how does ASU overcome that this weekend?
Yeah, they have a bye week after Cincinnati, so probably they'll get some guys back. Raleek Brown, the running back. He didn't totally rule out Justin Watley or Tate Romney, but it seemed doubtful at best for those guys. ASU's defensive front has really stepped up this year when they've had a bunch of guys out of the lineup. They've won several games where they didn't have one or more of their better players, defensive line and linebacker. So the fact that those guys are going to be out allows others to step up and continue to play well. Zach Swanson's had really good 2 games. We saw Caleb McCullough win Keyshawn Elliott. He won defensive MVP, defensive player of the week, I should say, in the Big 12. So they are really good up front, and that's going to matter against Cincinnati because it's one of the better offenses in the conference, especially with its passing attack. They're going to have to get after that quarterback.
Well, we'll have you covered all week long, even with those earlier practice times, as ASU does get set to travel to Cincinnati. Until next time, I'm Gabby Chernoff, Chris Cartman for Sun Devil Source. Thanks for watching.